everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So today we are going to be making a breakfast quesadilla. I have everything that we need. We are going to be just making a hash brown, egg, bacon, cheese, breakfast quesadilla. If you have a skillet to make these quesadillas, I am going to be using what I have right here, this little griddle. And I also am going to be using my air fryer to cook up the hash browns that we need for the quesadilla. So I went ahead really quick and I did everything ready. So I have my eggs ready, I have my hash browns ready. So in the next couple clips, I will add all of that to the rest of the video. I also want to share everything that I did a video on my Temu haul and everything that I got on there. I will leave a video for that down below and you guys can go back and check out that video and see everything that I have on that haul. But I wanted to do a little video on what I all did with everything, like me using it through my house, just so you guys know that I am using the things that I am getting from some of these videos. So sometimes we as influencers get some products that we want to share with you guys, and sometimes we don't always end up using them or continue using them. And I want to share that with my Temu stuff, I've been enjoying that, and I have a lot of that a lot of them that we've been using through the house. So I will share little clips of things and where I've been using that for part of this video. But for today's video, I just want to share this quesadilla breakfast recipe with you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video.
All right, so when you make hash browns in the air fryer, I set my air fryer at 400 degrees for 11 minutes. You can cook them halfway if you would like and cook them the rest of the time. All right, so usually when I make eggs for my family, I use about 23 eggs if I'm going to scramble them up, if we're just gonna have just a normal breakfast. But for today, I'm going to be making the quesadillas, so I don't need as many as I usually would use for like normal breakfast. So I'm just gonna crack up a bunch, and that is what we're going to be using for these quesadillas. I just season them with salt and pepper, and that is it for the eggs. But if you want, you could cook up some peppers, some red peppers, green peppers, onions, and add that to the eggs if you want to add that to the quesadillas. All right, so usually with my skillets, I try to put a layer of butter or have them seasoned in the oven. But for today, I'm just gonna add some butter. So I already went like around it a little bit and seasoned it with some butter, but then I like to add more butter when I'm cooking eggs. And I love using my skillet for when I make scrambled eggs. I just think it turns out a lot nicer with using my skillet, but you can use any pan that you have in your house. So I'm gonna finish up cooking up some of these eggs, and then we're gonna move on to putting these quesadillas together. All right, so I ended up getting 2 packages, I think, of the extra large wraps for this. So one layer I put on some scrambled eggs. So the next layer I added my hash brown, and then I added some bacon bits, and for the last one I added some cheese. You need to cut a little slit down the middle. You can fold it the way that I'm going to show you. I added sriracha to this one because I wanted that on this quesadilla. So you just take your first corner, roll it up, and you kind of just go in a circle, and that is it for making these quesadillas. So I'm going to go ahead quick, and I'm going to speed up and just get the rest of them done. right, so I turned up my griddle and I'm just going to let these sit for just a little bit just so I can get them a little toasted on the outside. So I only did a little bit, and the kids love these quesadillas, so they want me to make these again. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys end up trying these or if you have tried them yet so far. What I ended up doing is cutting these in half for some of the kids that didn't want a full one, so I was able to get 8 quesadillas out of this. But you can eat them just like this. You can add different things. You can make tacos with this. You can, be creative in any way that you want to make with these. All right, so for my Temu products, I did end up getting a dough mixer. I'm going to just use it for feeding my sourdough. I haven't fed it in a while. I had it in the fridge for a while, and the kids have been asking me to make some jalapeno bread. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water and mix what I have in there. So when it's cold from the fridge, adding water to it just kind of loosens it up and makes it into like a liquid paste. And I'm going to mix it all together, and once I get it all mixed together, I'm going to add just a little bit of flour to it. So usually, if you're not familiar with making sourdough, you need to use a scale, like a kitchen scale. And I usually do equal parts of water and flour depending on what I need for the recipe. So for here, I just added a little bit of flour to my container, and then I just mix it until I can get to like a nice paste. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this all mixed together, and I will come back. All right, so what I usually do is just keep adding water and flour until I get it to the consistency that I want. Using this mixer is really great also for this, just because I don't have something that, like a spatula or whatever. Sometimes don't always work as good as one of these, so I really like it. Just mix it together until I have it into the consistency that I want, and then I just set it off to the side and let it do its thing until I need to use it in a recipe. All right, I also got one of these rollers. We love using these because we have now a cat and a dog in the house, so it is nice to have one of these, especially when you have something nice that you want to wear and you have hair all over it. I will probably get a refill for it just because we use it so often. All right, another thing that I got, which is so exciting, and we use this for like 2 days, and it was like nonstop. Now I need to get more fruit or more things to add to this little water bottle. We love it. So the kids were like constantly filling it that day. So we just threw in some limes, some grapefruit, some lemons, and then I ended up cutting, I think, some watermelon and putting it in there. And as we were drinking it, we just kept adding ice and water throughout the day. I do want to get another one of these. I mentioned that in my video when I shared everything that I got on my Temu order. But yeah, I love this water bottle, and so do the kids. So I do need to get another one, definitely. So let me know if you guys have one of these, or if you just use mason jars and fill them up with, like a fruit diffuser. So that's kind of what it is. So we like it. I do really enjoy having one of these. You can add anything to it. We ended up adding some mint also to this one, but you can add anything that you would like to one of these. I think it's like a fruit diffuser. I think that's what it's called. But we just threw everything in there, and that worked out too. So all I did is just add some ice and water, threw in a bunch of what I just cut up, and that is it. And you can add it to your favorite cup, or you can drink it out of here. It has a little spout on top. So if you're just using it for yourself, then you could probably just drink it out of here throughout the day. But I had a bunch of kids that were using it with me, and I think using a cup would probably be good with the size family that we have. So yes, I love it. Everybody liked it. And you could just make it up the night before, put it in the fridge, and then you have some diffused fruit or diffused water for the next day to drink. So yeah, we really like it, and I think it was a really nice container, and I think it works well. All right, so I added a little bit to my cup and tried it out, and it tasted really good. We made something like this last year, and we really like it. All right, another thing that I ordered on Temu are these little fridge organizers. So I'm just going to add lemons and limes and stuff. I also got some jalapenos that I added to the last container. I think they work pretty well. If you need something to just put in your fridge and organize, then you just don't want it on your shelf. All right, so the next thing that I got are these reusable bags. Oh my goodness, I love these. I wash off my fruit, put them, put everything in there, and then the kids can just pull one of these bags out, and they work awesome. I love these. I probably will get another set of these. I will leave everything down below though if you guys are interested in getting anything that I have on today's video of what I got from Temu. But yeah, so I ended up putting a bunch of my fruit in these bags, and I ended up putting more grapes, and I forget what else I ended up putting in there, but I think they work out pretty good. All right, so this is really cool. If you guys remember when I organized my pantry and we redid everything in here, Lauren put a light above this shelf, like above it in that one area, but we never had anything on the bottom one. So with this, all I had to do is just pull off a little bit of a piece of paper that ends up like magnetizing, so I can take that light down and charge it and then put it back up, and it also has a sensor. All right, so the next thing, which is super cool, is one of these little sprayers. So all I was doing is taking off the attachment that we already had on our faucet, and I added this one to it. It makes everything with doing dishes way easier, even just rinsing off, your dishes. So before, when I would rinse off dishes, water would get all over the place. This is awesome. We love it. Works great. When you pull down the little nozzle, it ends up having a different sprayer on it, but it works great. Anyways, we needed this paper towel holder. I always had one on the table. It drove me crazy. So when I saw that I could get one on Temu, I ended up getting this, putting it on my little shelf in the kitchen, and it works out great. So we love it. It works awesome. And I think it will be better than what I had on the kitchen table. So there it is. All right, another thing that I got from Temu are these paperless towels. I am going to definitely get more of these. They wipe everything down so nice and clean, and it doesn't leave anything behind. I also got these little sponges, and I'm adding it to my holder that I got last time on my Temu haul.
Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you guys try these out. Come back and comment on this video and let me know if you guys give it a try. Let me know if you guys tried it out already. I would like to know. We have never made these before, but I wanted to try them out. I have seen many people make these different ways, like tacos, adding many different fillings for these quesadillas. I think they are fun. I think they will be good for the kids to try out. This is just a simple extra little breakfast that I wanted to share with you guys. Also, if you guys are interested in any of the Temu stuff that I got on today's video that I shared with you, I will leave all of that down in the description, and I will leave this recipe down also in the description, and you guys can try it out. I will list my video from my last Temu haul, so you know where some of the stuff is coming from. Also, if you guys have bought things on Temu from my last video, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.